We start off in Mpumalanga, where heavy rains continue to pour, badly affecting roads and infrastructure in certain parts of the Lowveld in the province. Our reporter Nhlanhla Jele and camera operator Azwi Muravha are following the story and join us now live. Nhlanhla, thank you for your time this hour. So what's the situation on the ground?
Good afternoon to you, Mkolisi, and to our viewers at home. We are still on the R40 road that actually connects Mpumalanga and Limpopo, one of the busiest roads. And as you can see on my left-hand side, I'll ask Azwi just to show you what is happening. We are seeing part of the road that has collapsed. Apparently, this road collapsed about 2 weeks ago when the heavy rain started. This, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the busiest roads. And as you can see further after this, what looks like a sinkhole here is safety officials that have been put here, route patrollers that are trying to ensure that motorists take caution as they move closer to this side of the road. One of the route patrollers told us earlier that actually they're trying as much as they possibly can just to avoid road carnage. As you can see this road, and as you can see, Azwi is trying by all means to zoom in. There's water that is actually streaming down. He was telling us that this water comes from the other side of the mountain and then it flows into this what looks like a hole. As you can see, there's part of the bridge, there's a sign there that fell when this part of the road actually collapsed. And he also made mention of the fact that this road is actually bit by bit collapsing on a daily basis. So we understand that they're going to be here for quite a while. He did make mention of the fact that inspectors came to look at this road and to assess the damage as to how much is going to be needed. Unfortunately for us, he's unable to tell us how much is going to be needed to fix this road. Actually, this is not the only road that has been this badly damaged. We understand that in his view, on the Sabi road, many of these roads are badly damaged. They're trying as much as possible to try and limit traffic. We understand that one road on the R536 is actually closed off to traffic because the road has badly collapsed. Also, what is also important to note is that an update on Nkomazi, we do know that on Friday when we visited the area, one house had actually collapsed, but we got an update that at least 120 families had been badly affected since the start of these heavy rains in the province. We also understand that search and rescue operations are quite difficult at this point because the rain keeps coming and going, keeps stopping. As you can see, it's not raining right now, but it can start any minute. So rescue operations for the 4 missing people that were actually swept away when many of the dams that side burst open and closed the bridges are still ongoing, but they keep getting hindered. We also understand that some community members are cut off completely from access to going to town because their bridges are overflooded, their houses have collapsed. So government is trying by all means to reach these people. The spokesperson for the Nkomazi local municipality made mention of the fact that they're trying to reach these communities or these villages in Nkomazi through the help of the SAPS by using choppers, but the rain unfortunately keeps coming and going, so it makes it quite impossible for them to try and do the work. He also made mention of the fact that many families which have built actually on areas that are unsafe have been moved out of their homes and placed into schools and churches around the area just for their safety, to avoid any more deaths or to avoid any more people getting swept away by the water as the rain continues to fall. We also heard the latest update that one person was actually found. This is apart from the 4 missing people that are still being looked for, and unfortunately because of the rain it keeps stopping and going. But one person was found, he had drowned, and they actually were able to retrieve the body of that person. Mkolisi?
That's devastating news in Nhlanhla. So how's the flow of traffic been affected by that sinkhole there?
Yes, mentioning traffic, I'll just ask Azwi to show you what is happening. There are route patrollers who are stationed on this road 24 hours a day just to try and ensure that traffic is being directed, because if you had noticed earlier from the visuals, this is a two-way road going up and down. So yeah, motorists are being redirected. Some of them are making turns and going back, but most of these cars are stopped and advised when to go, because where there is this sinkhole, it's actually a part of the road where it keeps on collapsing. So traffic has been affected. The route patroller did tell us earlier that obviously some people are stubborn. They come here speeding and don't want to listen to route patrollers who tell them to actually try and stop and be patient as other motorists are being directed to pass, because now only one lane has been opened. As you can see with the visuals that we are looking at the moment, this is a part of the road that has collapsed. It has collapsed and it looks so bad. So motorists are actually being told not to pass. As you can see, I'll just ask Azwi to show you what's happening. There's a car that's coming. It was actually stopped right now so that the other cars can pass, but now they've just opened for them to pass. But otherwise, this is one of the busiest roads connecting Nelspruit, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. This route goes all the way to Akonhoek, goes all the way to Bushbuck Ridge. It's actually a busy road. The road patroller was telling us that even at night, it's the same thing. Trucks pass here all the time. Small vehicles, light vehicles pass here all the time. So it's not that bad, but I'm sure when it's raining, it becomes quite hard to control this route. Nhlanhla
Jele, thank you very much indeed for that update.